All right. Such an important topic, burnout. That's why we have Dr. Maslak up here speaking. That's why we have the workplace engagement panel tomorrow. And I also saw some Slack traffic today about the DevOps confession that Courtney shared this morning. How meaningful was that confession to you? Did it connect? Applause? Yeah. Yeah, those are real stories from real people shared on the stage, and it's not something that we get a lot of insight into at conferences like this because it's a lot of the successes. And at least it's things that people haven't quite figured out yet, but let alone the real trouble that people are experiencing back in the office and back at work. So it's a real glimpse into what the human element of work really looks like. Okay, shifting gears, we have a fantastic finish to the day. We have been waiting 6 years for this. 6 years. That's when the Phoenix Project came out. You can get your excerpt signed by Gene tonight at the Unicorn Party.
Yeah, you may or may not know this, but if you go back, but I like to keep a low profile. I actually don't like doing things that make me stand out. But this week, that was absolutely not okay with my boss and my wife, Marguerite Kim, who's CEO of IT Rev. She said that I've got to pull out all the stops and put on all the Project Unicorn flair. So you may or may not have noticed I'm wearing Project Unicorn socks. I'm wearing a Project Unicorn pin. And we were in Covent Gardens 2 nights ago, and we walked past a tattoo parlor that actually had a unicorn design. And she said, you know what's coming, right? She said, Gene, you gotta do this. And so there I found myself, getting a fake unicorn tattoo. So, which they promised would stay on for 10 days. Anyway. Project Unicorn. So I have, what I'm doing for the next 10-ish days is I've been notified by Anna Noak, our head of publishing, that I have only till July 8th to get all the edits into the manuscript. So that's only, that's July 8th. And so, believe it or not, I've actually been icing down my forearms because they hurt so much from typing. So tonight, as I'm signing, if I have to give you a high five instead of a handshake, it's because my hands are just killing me, and I've got to make it till July 8th. So, anyway, I apologize in advance. Back to you, Jeff.
So we all want the book. No handshaking with Gene tonight. No, fist bumps, high fives. We want the book.
If I'm in terrible, debilitating pain.
Okay. We want your feedback. You've probably been in some amazing talks today. We want the feedback. It's in the app. Spend just a few minutes punching in the stars. The speakers really appreciate it. The programming committee especially appreciates it. We want to hear your feedback. Feedback is a gift. Sharing is caring. We also have session slides available for the presentations today. You can get those on Dropbox or GitHub. This will show up, This will show up in Slack in about 7 minutes. Or you can take a picture of it now if you're not in Slack so that you can get to these links.
Sorry, I have a question. When do the plenary YouTube videos go up?
Later this week.
Later this week, okay.
Yes. Everybody got
awesome.
it? Okay, good. Okay. Whatever your plans were for tonight, you need to cancel them because the place to be is right next door at the Unicorn Party. This is where Gene is going to be signing his books. It is going to be in the expo hall. It is starting as soon as I finish talking, which should be just in the next couple of minutes. We talked about the Unicorn Project. In addition to getting the excerpt of the Unicorn Project, for the first 455 people, you will also have the opportunity to get a pair of unicorn socks just like Gene. Why did I say 455? It was going to be everybody. However, I think there's 4 boxes of socks somewhere between Portland, Oregon, and this hotel. We, for a very brief time, considered splitting the socks and giving 1 sock to each attendee in the interest of small batch sizes and single piece flow, but we decided against that. So, first 455 people get an opportunity at some socks.
And if you see 4 boxes of socks, please direct message, Jeff Gallimore.
Yes, we would love to know if you see boxes of socks around. We would really appreciate it, and so would your fellow attendees. Okay, final parting thought for the day. We have something to learn from donuts and croissants. Yes, donuts and croissants. So think about this. Imagine yourself in the expo hall in a few minutes. You have a drink in hand. You're talking to a group of people about the day, what you've learned, sharing. How are you standing with that group? Are you standing in a closed-off group that resembles a donut? Or are you standing in a group with an open space for somebody to connect into the conversation like a croissant? Yeah. So here's the parting thought. Yes. So here's the parting thought as we all go into the expo hall and we start those conversations to finish out the day. Don't be a donut. All right, see you next door, everybody.